Something you might not realize is I actually used to be an author, and recently I stumbled across this, an old collection of short stories that I wrote called Stories of Adventure. I believe each one is holiday themed, or at least seasonal to some degree. So I figured I would read you the one that was written on a turkey, on account of it being turkey season right now. It's called The Big Monster by Andy. One dark night, there were 3 kids camping by the lake. Their names were Josh, Jacob, and Brittany. They were telling scary stories when they heard a strange noise. It sounded like a low growl. The kids left the tent to see what they heard. They didn't see anything, but they knew something was there. They heard the noise again, but it was closer. They thought it was a monster. T-H-O-U-T, thought. They got a little scared. They went out searching for what they heard. They saw something big, brown, and wet. Oh my God. But it turned out to be Jacob's dog, Max, who just got done swimming in the lake. The end. So if I were to rewrite this story today, first of all, the title, The Big Monster, completely unoriginal. There isn't even a monster in the story. It's misleading. It also diminishes any anticipation for a monster, which there isn't one. Definitely would have changed the name of either Josh or Jacob, because you don't want 2 of your main characters to both start with a J. Also, those names are just boring. I spelled Brittany with 1 T instead of 2. I would also probably have somebody proofread this before publishing it. Thought. And the line, they got a little scared. Am I trying to scare my audience or not? The characters should be terrified at this point. They saw something big, brown, and wet. And the climax of the story is just one sentence. It turned out to be Jacob's dog, Max, who just got done swimming in the lake. The end. That's what wraps up the story. The entire novella should be much longer. Had I done it today, I would have spent a lot more time on this. I would have fleshed the characters out. But of course, you got to realize I was working within the parameters of this one page. I knew the story had to fit on one page. So I'm going to look at this more like it's a spec script. You know, there's some good ideas in there, but it just needs to be fleshed out. Also, has nothing to do with turkeys, has nothing to do with Thanksgiving. I don't know why it was written on a turkey. I should have made it a turkey at the end instead of a dog. Several different directions I could have gone with this. I sucked at writing stories.